Hi, I'm Alcina Teza. I'm gonna report about verifying the coded data. Once the data is coded, select a few research instruments at random and record the responses to identify any discrepancies in coding. Continue to verify coding until you are sure that there are no discrepancies. If there are discrepancies, now examine the code.
Good day, my name is Camila Lopez and I'm going to present to you the data processing in qualitative studies. How you process and analyze data in qualitative studies. There are three ways in which you can write about your findings in qualitative research. The first one is narrative, developing a narrative to describe a situation, episode, event, or instance. Second is the identifying the main themes that emerge from your field notes or transcription of your in-depth interview and writing about them, quoting it extensively in verbatim format. Third is quantify the main theme in order to provide their prevalence and the significance.
There are many ways of findings or presenting information. The choice of a particular method should be determined primarily by your impressions, knowledge of your likely readership, familiarity with the topic and with the research methodology, and statistical procedures. If your readers are likely to be familiar with readings, you can use complicated methods of data display. If not, it is wise to keep to simple techniques. Although there are many ways of displaying data, this chapter is limited to the more commonly used one. There are many computer programs that can help you with this task. Broadly, there are four ways communicating and displaying that analyze data. These are text, tables, graphs, and statistical measurement. It is therefore essential that you know how to communicate effectively, keeping in view the level understanding, interest in the topic, and need for academic and scientific rigor of those for whom you are writing. Your style should be such that it strikes a balance between academic and scientific rigor, and the level that attracts and sustains the interest of your readers. Of course, it goes without saying that a reasonable command of the language and clarity of thought are imperative for good communication. Your writing should be thematic, that is, written around various themes of your report. Findings should be integrated into the literature, citing references using an acceptable system, logical progression of thought, and the layout should be attractive and pleasing to the eye. Language, in terms of clarity and flow, plays an important role in communication. According to the Commonwealth of Australia Style Manual, the language of well-written documents help to communicate information effectively. Language is also the means by which writers create the tone or register of a publication and establish a relationship with their readers. For this relationship to be productive, the language the writer uses must take full account of the diversity of knowledge, interests, and sensitivities within the audience. Next way is the tables. Other than text, it is the most common method of presenting analyzed data. It is offer a useful means of presenting large amounts of detailed information in a small space. It can dramatically clarify text, provide visual relief, and serve as quick point of reference. It is therefore essential for the beginners to know about the structure. Table has 5 parts: the title, the stub, the column heading, the body, and the supplementary notes or footnotes. It has 5 parts: the titles, the stub, the column heading, the body, and the footnotes or the supplementary notes. Title. This normally indicates the table number and describes the type of data the table contains. It is important to give each table its own number, as you will need to refer to the tables when interpreting and discussing the data.